Today is Tuesday, May 13th, 2025. It's a real good green day for me. I'm up 3.6% on my account, which is about 92 bucks. Real happy with the way I traded today. I only made two trades. They were both with half of my account, so I ended up using my full account on two trades. Initially today I wasn't really going to trade. I had ended up sleeping in quite a bit. Tonight is my first night back at work for the next couple nights, so I try to sleep in on these days while I'm rested during my shift. Initially when I woke up, I kind of hung out with the wife for a little bit, did a little chores around the house. I peeped the market a little bit, and it seemed like everything had kind of simmered down for the day. Ended up, the wife went off to work for the afternoon. I went for a walk, came back, did some things around the house for a little while, and got back on the market. And I was watching it, and there was a few opportunities for some dip trades, but there was lots of kind of random flushing going on the charts that I was watching, and it made me kind of uneasy. And I hadn't been watching the charts long enough to really commit to a dip trade, so I was kind of settled with just not trading today. A 0 day is way better than a random red day for no reason. But I ended up watching it, and XL HD came on, and it got moving pretty good. I made that ticker is where I made both of my trades today. My first trade I made 4 cents a share. My second trade I made 5 cents a share. My entries weren't the best on either one of them, but I had kind of got behind the ball on the move, and it was a little extended, so I didn't want to get in too high, expecting it to go higher, and then of course buying the high. So I kind of waited around until it dipped a little, and that's where I tried to make my best entries. My exits on both I was really happy with. Just based on the chart flow, and especially the level 2. Both times I made exits, it was hovering right on a stacked seller, and it wasn't going to move for several more minutes. If not, it was going to flush. So I'm very happy with my exits on those. Overall, a really good day. Over double my small daily goal, so I'm very happy with that. And I ended up trading, which is something that I didn't really plan on doing to begin the day. So overall, a great green day for Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. It's going to be my planned non-trading day. And so far, so good. All right, my first trade came on this big green candle with the exit on the doji. We had been coming up here. This is around right just above the dollar mark. I think around the $1.05 mark. We had some good movement. Red candle here representing what we now know as a small pullback, if you want to call it that. This candle closed at 106. It closed on the downhill side, so I was afraid this was going to be a reversal. I was watching this actively, ready to buy, and once we broke through the 110 mark on this next candle, represented, we're climbing back up, and the 110 had some pretty stacked sellers there in the tens of thousands. I don't remember exactly how much, but it took a minute to break through that, and that's when this initial candle kind of got its burst of energy. I got in at 113. I held it for my next candle. This candle had quite a bit of range as a green doji, and it came down here to the 112 mark. I was red for just a hair and ended up climbing back. It closed around 119, I think, 118, something like that. Again, there was stacked sellers right at the 120 mark. So as this was starting to close out, I just went ahead and got out with my profit, anticipating this next candle being red, which that's the case. So I'm very happy with my exit on this. My entrance here could have been a little tighter, but I needed to see that level 2 breakdown before I knew the move was going to continue upward. So I'm happy with this move. even though it was a quick snipe out of a couple candles. Still made a lot of good profit there. My second trade and final trade on the day came in this one single candle. I missed my entry mark pretty bad here. I just wasn't super sold on this move being what it turned out to be. First of all, we're going against the MACD now, and there was a huge seller at the 130 mark on here. If you can see here, this candle here held in this 130 area for about 2 minutes worth. That's why I didn't get in here. It wasn't a great setup, and there was stack sellers with a huge one at the 130 area. So I know I needed to break through that before I could commit to making a move on this. It ended up happening towards the end of this candle. I waited to see how this next candle formed, and it started showing some momentum. I got in here at $1.28, and I sold at $1.33, and this candle represented a pretty clean level 2 up until about $1.35. And again, another huge seller came in at $1.35. Kind of popped up on me. It wasn't there when I first made the entry. Otherwise, I might have not even made this move. Either way, I made 5 cents on this one candle, and I had a good exit. It went sideways after that, so I'm very happy with that trade as well. A quick snipe, not my best setup. MACD was closed. It just kind of represented a very small dip here, and I still got some green and got out, and life is good.